found. I put this in that book a long time ago. Dandelion Rhubarb Pie. You know, I've never made it, but I think it's the perfect time to try it. The dandelions are in season, and I have some fresh rhubarb at home in the garden. The recipe says I need 1/2 cup of dandelion flowers. I think there's enough here to do the job. I don't know how many dandelions I need for this recipe, so I'm just going to pick a whole bunch. When you're picking your dandelions, try not to pick them on a roadside or the side of a trail. I have enough dandelions, but where's that dog? Gus! Gus! I just finished cutting the rhubarb from the garden. I'm going to wash it up and I'm going to cut it up into small pieces. We need 3 cups of rhubarb for our recipe. We need 1/2 cup of dandelion petals for our recipe. So you just want to snip your head and pull this little green part down that's underneath the head, and just take your scissors and just snip off all the yellow petals. You don't want any of the green in there, because all that's going to do is make whatever you're making with it taste bitter. I'm giving you a close-up version of this dandelion. These are the parts here that you want to avoid. You don't want to get those into anything because they make everything taste bitter. So just avoid those. All you want is this nice yellowy petally part. And you just snip those off. I have 1/2 cup of the dandelion petals here. I put them in my measuring cup and just sort of let them settle. It's not packed. It's just sort of letting them kind of come into their own space. And then I'm going to add them to our rhubarb and just give it a light toss, and then we're going to set this aside. What I have here is a pre-prepared 9-inch pie crust. I'll show you how to do that in another video, but for right now, this is what we have. I'm going to mix a few more ingredients in this bowl, and then we're going to add it to our rhubarb and dandelions. So for this one here, we need 2 eggs. 1½ cups of sugar. I'm just going to give that a light whisk just to get these incorporated before I add the others. 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. And 3 tablespoons of just regular all-purpose flour. Just give this a nice stir. Take your mixture that you just made with the eggs and the sugar and the flour, and just add it to this other mix that you have with the rhubarb and the dandelion leaves. Give this a nice stir so that all your rhubarb and your dandelion leaves are covered with that egg mixture. And fill your pie crust with your mixture. This pie also has a crumble topping, which we're going to make next. For the crumble topping, what I have here is 3/4 cups of flour. I have 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 1/3 cup of butter. I'm just going to chop it up with my dough chopper here, and then I'm just going to lay it across the top of the pie. I preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake our pie until it's golden bubbly. This is the first time I've ever made this, so I don't know how it's gonna taste, but it smells incredible. So let's try it, and we'll see what it tastes like. That's really, really good. It tastes like the rhubarb is there, but there's a honey to it. There's a honeyness that the dandelions are bringing to the pie. It's sweet, but it's not an overwhelmingly sweet. It's very light. The crust, like the topping, the brown sugar butter topping, it gives it that little bit of crunch that it needs. Ooh, and it's really, really good. It's so easy to make. You don't need to go tromping around in the woods to get your dandelions. Just go out into your front yard, your backyard, pick some dandelions, and you'll have this within a couple hours. It's very easy to get. Wow, you have to try this. I'm really surprised at how good this is. I'm also really surprised at how it's not more popular. Please go out and try this because it's just delicious. If anybody has tried this, or if anybody is going to try it, please leave me a comment or a question or anything like that, and let me know how it went and what you thought of it, because it's very obtainable for anybody to do, and it's just delicious. It's kind of a conversation piece. So thank you very much for watching. And like I said, please, if you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment. Like and subscribe if you wish. That would be great. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. And thank you very much for watching again, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.